Hello everyone to this Python programming course. So today in this video you will explore Python syntax and learn how both white space and indentation can affect a program when used incorrectly. I will also explain you how to encounter them. So let's open VS Code editor. So I create a new file called python underscore syntax.py because today's video upon Python syntax, so I created this file. So I start by using a print statement to generate a line of text. Don't worry if you are not familiar with print statement or variable declaration at this point, that will cover later in this course. So I type print followed by the string hello. When I click on the run button, text hello appears in the terminal panel. So now let's say we want to use another print statement on the same line, which will output the text value word. So I added a space and then type another print statement with the string word, and we expect this give us the word hello word. But when I click on the run, we actually get an error. Specifically, it says syntax error, invalid syntax. This happens because the interpreter doesn't know when the new line or statement occurs. There are two ways to solve this problem. So one is to move the second print statement to another line, and I do this by placing the text cursor by the print statement for word and then pressing the enter key to move it down one. When I click on the run button, this time there is no error and I get the word hello and word on separate line. So let me undo the edits I made to my code by pressing Ctrl Z on a window, and then try the second method, which is separating the two print statement with a semicolon in a space. So when I click on the run again, it also run both statements. It also run both statements as expected. Next, you will cover the effect of white space in the Python syntax. So I clear my screen and then declare a variable and assign it a value by typing x is equal to the x plus 2. On the next line, I will add a print statement for x. Before I click on the run, however, I'll go back to my variable assignment and add a random number of spaces around the plus symbols. Doing this will not cause any problem with this line. However, issues will arise if I add a new line or an AND statement to demonstrate it. So let's input a new line and type +3. Write this code, then we'll return a value of 3. What has happened is that the interpreter has executed our first line of 1 plus 2 correctly despite the extra white space, but it did not account for the +3 on the second line, which is exit second lines. So there are few ways to work around this issue. The simplest approach is to use a force line to do this. I type backslash at the end of the first line. Now when I click on run, it return a value of 6, which means that both line has been accounted for. The summarize any amount of white space or indentation on a line is fine, but keep in mind that if you are combining it with additional line, They will need to give clear indicator of where a new line has occurred next. You will explore indentation in Python. So I start by clearing my screen and declaring the name variable with a string value of Amir. I want to write an if statement which will return Amir only. If the name variable has a new value of Amir, I do this by typing of new Amir and then equal then on a new line I input the print statement for new to make this program work. I need to have an indentation before the print statement which VS Code added automatically. So when I click on the run I get back to the Amir as expected. But what happens when the indentation isn't there? If I delete the indentation from my code and then run it again, I get the error, indentation error expected and indentation block. This tells us that an indentation was not found there. It should have been found. Fortunately, the error message directs us the specific line where the issue was detected. So I could then edit my code and fix it when writing program in Python. It's good habit to read the output whenever you encounter an error, as you are often gives the specific of what went wrong and where is happened, as you have noticed here. Thank you for watching.